Hi everyone, welcome to my new channel. Today I am going to review the Asus Zephyrus G14 and the Apple M4 MacBook Pro. This is not a sponsored video and the machines are purchased using my own money. Neither Asus or Apple has seen the video before this is released. Before that, please hit that subscribe button if you have not already done so. And don't forget to like and subscribe after the video. Okay, let's get started. This is the configuration of the Asus Zephyrus G14. The G14 display is 14 inches OLED capable of displaying up to 3K resolution. It comes with the AMD Ryzen 9 8-core CPU. It has 2 GPUs and they are the AMD Radeon 780M GPU and NVIDIA RTX 3060. The NVIDIA is sure going to have a significant impact to the performance and power consumption for today's reviews. The G14 model that I purchased comes with 16 GB or RAM, 1 TB SSD. The power adapter is rated at whopping 180 watts. Now let's take a look at the Apple's MacBook Pro with M4 processor. The MacBook Pro comes with 14-inch Liquid Retina XDR display. The configuration I bought comes with 14-core CPU and 20-core GPU with 16-core neural engine and 24 gigabytes of RAM. I bought a little higher than the base specs for future-proofing purpose. It has 1 terabyte of SSD and a 96 watts USB-C adapter. It comes with a MagSafe power cable as well. Next, let's take a look at the ports of these machines. Let's start on the left side of the machines first. The Asus comes with a proprietary power port, which is quite annoying. Fortunately, the USB-C port allows charging and display as well. There is HDMI port for display, a USB-A port, and a phone jack. On the left side of the Apple machine, it comes with the proprietary MagSafe port. There are 2 Thunderbolt 5 ports on this side that allows charging and display as well. The phone jack is also on this side. Now let's take a look on the right side port of the machines. On the right side of the Asus, there is a USB-C Gen 1 port. Again, it is annoying when it does not support charging in this side. The USB-A comes as a consolation and can be handy when on the move. The micro SD card is a fine addition. On the right side of the Apple, there is a HDMI port, which is handy. Another Thunderbolt 5 port that is capable of charging and display. And finally, a full-size SD card is very good when on the move. This is the full picture of all the ports on both machines. They are very adequate for daily use. Now we shall discuss on the price of the 2 laptops. The price of the Asus is $3,339 when I bought in November. The Asus price has fallen to $2,749 from the same seller. In comparison to Apple, which costs $3,349, the Asus is $600 lower than Apple. However, the Asus price also drops $590 in a matter of 3 months. This is typical for Windows PC due to the intense competition from different laptop brands and parts, including the CPU, to all other components. Apple normally holds its price well until a new model is released. Finally, we will look at the performance. The Asus is running on 180 watts and Apple runs on 96 watts. So this performance comparison can be quite unfair since a higher power machine will perform faster. just like a higher power car is tuned to drive faster and consuming more fuel or power. To do this comparison, I compile a 3-minute video on both machines. To be fair, I use exactly the same video from the same resources and writing into the local SSD drives. Davinci Resolve has both Mac and Windows version, and this comparison is also not the most fair one because 1. Windows version has NVIDIA optimization. 2. G14 is twice the power consumption, and 3. Davinci Resolve on Windows and Mac OS are on 2 different platforms. With no surprises, the G14 comes in significantly faster regardless of the complexity of the clip or length of the clip. I also tested it on many other projects, and the results are quite similar. On some complex processing, both laptops will produce loud fan noise, but normally I will leave such times when I am asleep. I also learned not to use unnecessary effects that can significantly affect the processing times. In summary, G14 comes in faster, but it is hot and battery life is short if it is not running on a cable. Apple's battery life is easily twice that of the Asus. Finally, what are my thoughts on these machines and which one I prefer to use? To answer this question, I have to start with which one I used at first. When I first started graphic editing, I have no other way but to use Windows due to familiarization of shortcut keys and navigation. I used the G14 for a good 1.5 months as I try to use the MacBook Pro. My switch was not successful and faced productivity issues on other tools as well. This is especially so because I used the MacBook Pro on a closed lid configuration using Logitech MX series devices for Windows. One day, I decided to get a set of Apple keyboard and touchpad. I found myself able to get used to the keys and controls. I start to learn to use the equivalent shortcut keys and software. I am now fully converted to Mac. At the same time, I am also able to use the G14 if I need a faster rendering. I am now using the MacBook Pro now and most of the time as I type this review and compile the video. Thanks for watching my video. Please subscribe my channel and your support will allow me to make more videos.